Okay, there we go. Ah, got it. Alright, welcome back. Let me get the game music rolling again. Promptly. There it goes, it's kicking in. Sure my windows are in order. Okay. Let us do this. I know I'm ready to end turn. End turn. Oh, no, you're funny. You're hilarious. Yep. Your entire force of knights and samurai have been defeated. My side suffered a scraped knee. Alright, so it looks like the Nigerians are severely underpowered, but they've got a lot of units to throw at me. Okay. Yeah. Machine gunners, artillery, tanks. Admittedly, tanks can't actually bombard like artillery can. So having 1 or 2 artillery units in a city is still useful. But the tank can, at this point, probably pretty much replace any need for me to build any more machine gunners and most artillery. I am going to invest in I almost said conversation. Conservation. Before I go for aerodynamics so that I'm not tempted to... Oh, who am I kidding? I can do it in the other order. Aerodynamics is not going to make so many additional things available that conservation will not be an option. Yeah, aerodynamics will only open up one new thing to me. Rocketry. Yeah. Although conservation will actually open up a new thing to me as well, interestingly. And to be a new government. One of the hyper-modern governments, and sort of the exact opposite of a corporate republic in some ways. As far as research is concerned, it might even be the better option. It's... No, that's not something that... Yeah, it has a better knowledge multiplier, but... The gold is totally a thing. Although... It's a lot lower than I would have expected. Is that number even really right? I should double check that. I thought I did, though. Huh. So peculiar. I might be doing some original research this game as I'm beginning to question some of the numbers that I see on my cheat sheet down here. We'll figure it out. I'm using the streamer Wii again. Anyway, aerodynamics, please. And I will simply research conservation next, most likely. What happened here? Damn it, Ethiopia, I thought I told you. Oh, thank you for giving me some veterans there, Nigerians. I appreciate that. Okay, Satsuma is full and trying to build something. My mistake. I can no longer build knights or cavalry. Itty boo. I think I can live without them. Well... I said it would probably be one of these guys, and yeah, I was right. Let's get them... Osaka. Which in itself is also a bit overloaded. Actually, I think I want to fix that too. Maybe one of these non-veteran cannon units? Still a lot of ancient units here still. Let's just see if we can punch through these guys. I'm getting sick of seeing them there. This bodes well. Yes. Okay, and unfortunately you are still overloading Satsuma, but I want you to stay. Edo's force looking like right now. Oh, that's it. You can stay right there for the moment, actually. Wait a minute, hold on. We're not at war with them. Although they did just... I actually have 9 units here, although some of them are older. Alright, you can just fortify. You go back to sleep. You... Where I want to send you is Machu Picchu. For the moment, you can actually just fortify. You're a little under-defended. Let's get another one of these guys out of here. Send you into Osaka, which I just removed a lot of units from. Let's lock them together. I don't know if I like the streamer we or not, to be completely honest with you. Okay, you can sleep. Your space... Ooh, pardon me. Your space is now open, but I can get something else going. Come on! Yes! Okay. No point in there sticking around there. Yeah, you know what, Kyoto? You hold on to that one. Okay, Satsuma now has a space. Anyone who is currently building artillery builds tanks instead. Anyone who's building machine gunners build tanks instead.
Construction started. Construction started.
Vancouver. Their hill is finished. Let's make sure that we are using it. Let's get a mine on it. They are now working on an oil refinery. I'm good with this. Machu Picchu is gonna need another entertainer. They grow. I gotta get that drugstore finished somehow. Okay. Edo now working... Yeah, they are. Okay. Well, let's get that tile. Fooded up. And rush by that bank. No, I think I want to save my money for this drugstore, honestly. Okay, lots of tanks coming, and I'm fairly certain that at this point I'm not going to have any filled cities issues. Things are now spread out more efficiently. Okay. Okay, good. Clearly likes me. Look at all the... Ooh. Did I not get those? Or does he now have a lawyer and is starting to... Yeah. Alright. The Egyptians finally got around to getting a lawyer, and they have started dismissing my franchises. Although my corporate branch easily paid for itself all this time, but the effect is starting to wear off. Man, I have a very difficult decision to make in the very near future. I want a better government. I'm actually still slumming it in theocracy. I'm just not sure which one I want to take. I basically have... Well, I could switch to a democracy or a fascism right now, but those are about to become, shall we say, inferior options. Coming up, we've got two options, both of which are viable. They work in sort of different manners. We've got the Corporate Republic, and we've got the Ecotopia. Sort of polar opposites in some sense. The Ecotopia is a little more, shall we say, militarily minded. It has a lot less war discontent to deal with than the Corporate Republic, which really doesn't put up with it at all. Only a democracy is worse among the governments I've encountered so far. I can have more units out and about, and it's literally a third of the unhappiness that the others would have if I went over that limit. The Ecotopia can have an 80% science ratio set, more gold dedicated to that, and a Corporate Republic is actually limited to 60. But when it comes to the gold itself, the Corporate Republic has a very, very nice multiplier to the gold that they generate. It is... This actually says it's like 1.35, and I think that number is low. I think it's actually higher than that. They generate an obscene amount of gold. And as such, whatever they can convert to science is usually good enough. They also have a very nice production boost. 1.5 instead of the 1.25 I've been using all this time. And an Ecotopia gets no production boost whatsoever. They are back down to a 1. But, oh yeah, and amusingly, the Corporate Republic is one of those governments that generates no conquest distress whatsoever. When they take over a city, they're like, oh, okay. They're not happy about it, they're not unhappy, it's just zero, there's just none. It's not a thing. Ecotopias do have a better knowledge coefficient. They get about 25% more than Corporate Republic would get. Here's the most telling thing between the two government types, though. All pollution for a Corporate Republic is doubled. They have a government-wide multiplier of 2. And Ecotopia has a government-wide pollution multiplier of 0.25. All of their pollution is divided by 4. Admittedly, I'm chunking down my production in and of itself. The multiplier that I have now as a theocracy will actually be lost. But things like, you know, airports and the the oil refineries, the buildings that do great things but generate a ton of pollution, I don't have to worry about them. I probably don't even need to build recycling plants. It's just, they're that conscious. They just generate less to begin with. And Ecotopia has one really dirty trick that they can apply in the late game, if it gets to that. Tied to a wonder of the world called the Eden Project. Yeah. They can very easily become an eco-terrorism government as well as an ecotopian one. That is an option that becomes available to them. It is an extremely difficult choice between them. I have the most experience working with a Corporate Republic. I tend to have great strides when I'm working with one of those. But under my present circumstances, I'm a little concerned. If there's a preference someone would like to see, let me know in chat, actually. I may actually let that decide which way I go this game. Because I'm really, literally torn here. I'm not sure which I'd rather have. Brave the pollution and just be a production powerhouse? Or be more environmentally friendly, but with a bit more of a militaristic bent? Be the good to the planet guy. And right now, I am definitely not. My pollution right here, I am polluting more than the other players are by a sizable amount, actually. So my oil refineries are really causing that sort of unpleasantry. So let me know. I'll probably let that influence my decision. You've still got some time. I have access to neither of those just yet, but they are both coming very soon. Did I just get aerodynamics? I did. Must have been Edison's lab. Okay. Rocketry! I'll take rocketry. Which, oddly enough, is on the way to sea colonies. Weird, I know. Essentially, it's fuel cells that I'm working my way toward. What? Yeah, okay. There's this weird jumping back and forth thing on here. Yeah, it goes... it goes spaceflight, superconductor, fuel cells, arcologies. Okay. Alright, got it. Good, thought so. This is indeed Edison's lab giving me aerodynamics. Excellent. Oh look, they moved out of my way. Thank you. Aw, really? Darn. We can't get to Winnipeg from there. Oh, we can get to Edmonton. Let's do this while I'm waiting. Okay. Let's... Yeah, we got a full stack of 9 here. And the artillery that was there can bombard. Yeah, I think I'm going over the wall next turn. I'm going to try to attack that city. See if I can take it. Looks like we now have grassland north of Machu Picchu. I shall irrigate it. Advanced farm. And give it rails. Looks like I already gave that rails. Let's get that one. Oops. Get that one terraformed to grassland as well. Pardon me. All to power nose itch %. Boy! We're not at war, are we? Get off my land! You're blocking one of my mines. As an ancient tribal warrior of all things. There we go. Thank you. Got stuff to build, you bastard. There we are. Sheesh, that city just can't seem to catch a break today. My word. Alright, got that rail loop looking to be completed. Can lead into Machu Picchu from the back now, at least. From the front is coming soon enough, I hope. Kyoto's production has been significantly improved, yet they still have a good chunk of scientists. Though that is declining. Vancouver! Oh! No, the celebrations should not end. There you go. Have another. Another. That mine is still not finished, and we don't need to be working that tile. Let's have another scientist instead. Okay. Slow growth, but that's okay. That is okay there right now. Oh, I can guarantee you I will stay ahead in this game either way. It's just a question of which approach that I take. They're both kind of... I've been doing more Ecotopia than Corporate Republic lately, but I am familiar with both. But it's tempting to go both ways. It's tempting to do a Corporate Republic if for no other reason than to double check the numbers that I have written down here to see if they're actually accurate. This sheet that I had here, I think was done like pre-patch or something. There are a lot of errors on it, and I've been fixing them as I go along. It was not something I created myself. Kara still off to the side there. I kind of don't want to completely ignore that. That is actually still in Kyoto's range, too, isn't it? Although it's being worked by another city. Osaka's working that right now. Exactly do I want to play this? You know, I'm willing to rebuild the rails there. Decided I'm going to go ahead and change that to a grassland. Let's get more... Yeah, let's... Oh, I can't afford that one yet, that's all. Yeah, I think it's about time that Kyoto really started growing bigger. I probably should have invested in that sooner. I was a little reluctant to get them too large, but Vancouver's doing alright for its size, and Kyoto's where Galileo's telescope is, so I really ought to be getting them up bigger. Okay. Am I done this turn? I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'm not seeing any... Yeah, you guys just got there. Okay. Next turn.
Building complete.
Uh-oh. No! What? They got a lawyer to sue that one away, and they just saddled me with one. Is that 4 tanks? All at once? Yes. Wait a minute, artillery? No, 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 no. No. No, 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 no. We don't need more artillery. We need tanks.
Construction started.
Zoot Mooster. Arcus, good to see you here. Oh, whoops. Teabag is still in there. Just a moment. Yes. We have ourselves a fighting force brewing. Everybody wants to declare war on me, it seems. Just can't keep peace with anybody for long. Well, guess what? They want a war? I'm ready to give it to them. I am so ready to give it to them. I can rush by Machu Picchu's drugstore. I shall do so. That will be really nice. Really nice. So, Arcus, which would you rather see? An Ecotopia or a Corporate Republic? That is the pending question for chat right now, and it seems that few people actually have an opinion. I can just kill that corporate branch. No idea what that means. I'm basically trying to decide what government I want to move to. I am still in a theocracy. I never moved on to democracy or fascism. I'm approaching the next, Ecosaurus. Ecosaurus. Yeah. Corporate Republic will be able to get lots of gold and crank out a lot of production. They will have pollution problems. In Ecotopia will be really cutting my production down significantly, but they generate very little pollution at all, and they have sort of a better military angle than the Corporate Republic does. Unfriendliness. Well, we're at war, right? Yeah. Our countries have been at war for 10,000 years! Got a clue. Bombard. That's what I think. That's what I think of your company. Oh, I don't have enough gold to sue! Oops! Don't! I'm gonna have to wait until next turn to get rid of that corporate branch. So, Satsuma is giving half of their production to the Egyptians this turn. I suppose I can't complain too loudly. I've been leeching off of them for quite a while now. Before I move my tanks around, let's see how this goes. Battle time! Lost one machine gunner so far. Might lose another to ranged attacks here. Yep. Oh, lost the other machine gunner. Alright, we totally got this now, though. Okay. Cuzco. Welcome. You are a Japanese city now. You've got some interesting production potential here. How's being worked in Machu Picchu? Yeah, they just packed their cities way too close to each other. Just way too close. They have an entertainer as their last unit. Oil, huh? Machu Picchu working that? No, their unit's standing on top of it. That's what's happening to it. The trade good. Let's get this. There we go. I've sort of run out of things for this corporate branch to do, at least in that half of the continent. Maybe I should send it back this way. What else am I going to do with the thing, right? It'll take him a moment to get there. In the meantime, I have captured the Incan capital! Alright then. That certainly bodes well. So do I send... I know where I send my tanks. I send them... Well, I did just leech off of it. Alright, I'll deal with Edmonton later. This is what concerns me over here. This needs... something needs to give over here. This is just getting way out of hand. And I know they are my strongest opponent. I know they are. So, let's get the tanks headed east. You're gonna have to wait a turn. Alright. Satsuma's completely full, right? Yeah, I need to clear up the path. Okay, Osaka's tank can go here. They cannot bombard. But they can certainly hit hard. Ranged attack as well. So, a big ol' stack of tanks. One of my best bets right now. Ow, stop that. More nose itch percent. Lock those guys together. That's all 4 tanks I have at the time. Oh, that lawyer's very close. Ugh. More public works still. Those branches still doing their thing. Well, there's still plenty of small tidies I can make around here. I still want Ecotopia to be... Ecotopia. I still want Edo to be a really useful city here. Let's get another one of their deserts mined. Desert hills, I should say. Actually, I wonder how much public works it would cost to... Oh, it's not going to tell me unless I have enough already. I wonder how much it would take to turn a desert hill into a verdant hill. Be interesting to see. Okay. This all looks good. What's in our new city? Granary, city wall. I will, of course, sell the courthouse. Publishing house, marketplace, academy, aqueduct, mill, factory. The East India Company was in there. Alright. There's another wonder that I can start taking credit for. It's expired. It's not providing an effect, but it is something I have now. Let's give them a cue. Starting with that temple.
Construction started.
That hiccups so much less. I'm so glad that it's working better.
Construction.
Theater. You know what? There's a faster way of doing this. Let's load the happiness queue. Let's face it, that's what I really want to do here. Okay. Oh. Temple in one turn? Could they maybe get the theater in one turn? It's more expensive. Do they have enough production built up for that? No, I'll take 2. That's alright. I don't mind swapping those around. Okie dokie. Rocketry in 3 turns, unless Edison's lab is going to be awesome again. I've noticed it's been triggering quite a bit. See what we got.
Building.
I actually got something off of the internet. That's amazing. It's like, oh, someone going for fascism. Vancouver has its oil refinery. Its queue is empty now. I'll give it something. First things first. You, lawyer, sue that corporate branch. Get it off my city. Thank you. There we are. Second order of business. Return the favor. Beautiful. See if we can get you to sneak off to the side here. You take a nap. Vancouver, its production is okay-ish. I can do better. Well, yeah, incubation center. It's still an option for them. Oh, yeah! That's like totally a thing now. I've got airports I can build. Oh. All the big gold cities should definitely have airports. Let me do it this way.
Construction started. Construction
Man,
started.
pollution's gonna be a problem.
Construction started. Construction started.
I saw some, yeah, they're close enough.
Construction
Squeezing in airports.
started.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to put yours in the queue right now.
Construction started.
Addis Ababa, yeah, you're producing enough. Airport,
Construction started.
thanks.
Construction started.
Ado, oh, you need an entertainer. Okay, that mine is not quite finished yet. Is there a happiness building they are lagging on? Yeah, no cathedral.
Construction started.
No, let's put it in here. There we go. Machu Picchu Theater. Okay, looks like you don't need those entertainers anymore now. Good. You've still got some ways to go. Edo is going to be a big money place, but not quite there yet. Let's stick that at the bottom. Alright, all those public works. Looks like this is the next place. Alright. We can go up and over Machu Picchu now. Let us drain a swamp here. Work my way to Pucara eventually. Kinda not there yet, though. Alright, is that the turn? I think that's the turn.
Building complete.
Not even sure what happened there. Ah, yes. Quantum physics. That is totally a thing I could go for. If you're familiar with a lot of the other Civ games, the Sid Meier's games, you're probably familiar with a wonder of the world in those called the Manhattan Project. Once anybody has built the Manhattan Project, anyone who has the rocketry technology can build nuclear weapons. In this game, there is no equivalent, directly anyhow, to the Manhattan Project. As soon as you have the quantum physics tech, you can build nukes. Instead, there is a wonder of the world called the Nanite Diffuser. When somebody builds that, all nuclear weapons immediately cease to exist, and they can no longer be built. They sort of reversed that. There is, however, an equivalent sort of later on. The aforementioned Eden project that Ecotopias can take full advantage of. Those can totally be a thing. That it feels like the modern nuke, the Diamond Age nuke. But perhaps even more useful than the nuke itself is the nuclear plant that comes with that. Is not only is it another production booster, it is actually a pollution reducer. It actually takes a good chunk out of that. So that is good stuff, and it may well be worth the detour. But a detour is exactly what it is, because jet propulsion is the direction I want to be going in. Jet propulsion. Yeah. It goes jet propulsion, spaceflight, superconductor, fuel cells, advanced composites, arcologies, sea colonies. That's the way I want to go right now, and that's quite the direction. So I kind of need to have that time. It is after spaceflight that I'll be able to research Corporate Republic, and after conservation that I'll get access to Ecotopia. I already have the other prerequisites for those. You know what? I think I need to take this approach. It's not that I want nukes, it's that I want the nuclear plants. It's going to be well worth it. Either way, I'm probably going to need that pollution reducer. Well, I am still getting techs at a very nice pace.
Let's go overseas.
Hopefully I'm outpacing all of the opponents right now. There we go. Of course, the lawyer will probably be able to catch up at some point. My cities are synchronized. They're all generating their tanks together. Oh, whoops, that's right. I need to rebuild that rail. I should have an upgrade to rails available soon. I've got nothing else better to do with the public works. That would be a very fine way of spending them. Arm and rails. Here we go. Get that up to par. I think I'll hold on to the remaining public works I have for now. They are all working on airports for the moment. Not... The tanks are going to slow down slightly, although I should still have one more coming in a moment. 8 should be enough. The 9th one would only be in the front row, and 8th one would be yet one more in the back row, so diminishing returns between 8 and 9. Okay, Cusco has its theater now. Still not enough to celebrate. Oh, hold on a sec. Looks like I'm starting to need more entertainers in some of these cities. Let me see... I'm guessing you already have a hospital, right? Yeah, you do. You are sitting... You need an entertainer. You have a hospital? You do have a hospital. You have no city clock! Holy crap, how did that end up happening? Gosh. Alright. After that tank airport tank. How about tank city clock airport tank? How did... Oh, you know what? It's not that I didn't build it. I bet Egyptians hit it with artillery fire at some point and destroyed it on me. I bet that's what happened. Okay. Vancouver needs both of its entertainers. Do they... They already have a hospital. Holy crap, it's just... The cities are just plain getting that big. Happiness is starting to become that much of an issue for them. Addis Ababa has no entertainers. Edo actually does have one. Can I give them... Oh, there's no cathedral in here. That explains a few things. Or hospital. Or drugstore. I see. Okay. Let's put... I want to put the drugstore in the queue. Let's put it there. Actually, hold on. You know what? Let me remove the cathedral if I'm going to put the drugstore in. The cathedral is now only +3 happiness. It's... No, actually, it's still +5. I'm still a theocracy. I haven't switched off of that yet. But it's going to be only +3 soon, same as a drugstore. Funny that. Yeah, clock fa down, go boom. Or you could have repeated the last thing that you said too. Yeah, that took a bit of time. I apologize for that, but only slightly. Think of it as an attack of opportunity. Okay. So Cusco now has a bunch of... They have a modern artillery in there, the rest is... Renaissance units. Oh, they can bombard, though. Get rid of this guy. Oh, no, huh? There we go. About time a pun showed up. Pun about time. Okay. Railway road. Interesting. And river in between them, which functions sort of like a road in this game. Alright. Things are looking pretty decent against the Incans right now. Their numbers are really thinning out. Is this seriously just out of the range of any city on the map? Man. They're really robbing themselves. They got another pearl here, too. How peculiar. How bizarre. How bizarre. probably saw that before I made my joke. At any rate. Oh, come on. Yes, okay. Now time seems to be flying on me. Holy crap. Only got like an hour left. Go away. Bastards. Oh, this could be bad. I need to go or I'm not seen by that lawyer. Alright, that's just outside of the lawyer's vision range. I have no idea if I'm going to end up enduring that way or not. Alright, tanks. You good here? Yeah, we're good here. For the memories! You can get it. Tanks for the memories. One tank, so... Oh, nope. Oh, 2 tanks now. You have got to be kidding me! What? What the hell was that? That was ridiculously bad RNG. Alright, things have stabilized now, though. Destroyed? No, okay. There we go. Kopon once again in my hands. Let me make absolutely certain that Satsuma is working that. I should have done that previously, come to think of it. Okay. Kopon. A city I kinda don't care about. Let me make sure that anybody they've got working within the city radius of Satsuma, I've got off the job. I'd rather have them work other tiles. Alright, something here ain't right. They have 3 merchants in there. Get to work. Get on the land. Please. We are at war. I want production options. Yes, Satsuma cannot reach that tile. Okay. That one is enemy occupied at the moment. Probably need one as an entertainer. Let's find out. What is in the city of Kopon now? A courthouse that I can sell? Basic, alright. Just some basic stuff. We do not require that entertainer. Alright, you sold me. Let's have that one be a merchant. Let's go back to Satsuma and let them use the good tiles there. Yeah, there are a total of 20 workable tiles around any city, unless there's like another city blocking it or something. Satsuma doesn't have many left. Yeah, it's getting to the point where every tile can matter. Oh, here you go. Keep on celebrating. Cusco, not in happiness range yet. I will load the happiness queue for Kopon, but let me put the drugstore at the top of it. Since it's also a production building. Let it build the others that much faster. Airport's about to click on through. That will be good to see. Yeah, definitely time to get things lighted up around it. We are still at war with Green, right? Yes, we are. Get out from next to my city, you pain in the arse. Nice. Got a KO there. Okay. I really only have just enough units up here to defend what I've already got. Get more tanks coming, head them this way. This is definitely the side of the map that concerns me more. The Egyptians are clearly my closest competitors, so they are the ones I most want to get off my back. Actually, you know what? I wonder if they'd be willing to accept a peace treaty. They accept. Good. Good, good, good. I am happy with this. Let me actually see if they would be willing to get out of my territory. Good. I have a gift for you. Here, have my map. You want to make war with somebody? Pick somebody else. My map was probably extremely valuable to them. Like, ridiculously valuable, because I can literally see the entire map. I just gave them a full world overview just then. Hopefully, that will go a long way towards making them not nearly so unhappy with me. And it didn't cost me a thing. They have accepted my peace treaty, but will they accept my quiet treaty? Indeed. Okay. Things here are looking good. These guys are working their way up towards celebrations. Everybody else already is. I should always be seeing 85 or 86 happiness for a city. If I see 87, that at this point, it probably means that they have an entertainer that they don't need, and I should switch that over to something more useful. And, of course, if it's below 85, then they're not celebrating, and I should get it up to 85 or 86. But yeah, just the way that the numbers work, you might end up with a parity problem. You can't always get an 86 down to an 85 easily. But yeah, if I see 85 or 86, I'm fine with that. If I see 87 at this point, I want to take a look. It means I'm probably wasting somebody. I would want to fix that. Chunks O Public Works. Satsuma needs more work. It can use just about every tile around it now. Time to start farming that water. I don't know how long it is before the Egyptians are going to get unpleasant and come back for Kopan. But I definitely want to make sure that Satsuma gets up to par in the interim. And there's plenty more I can do for Edo as well. Oh good, that mine is finished. Mind you, that's not necessarily the best thing for them to be working right now. They needed... Yeah, I need the entertainer they have for celebration purposes. Once they do get... In 2 turns, they'll have another unit of pop, and they can work that mine. That should be good stuff. Okay, I think I can move on to the next turn now. Ooh. You pillaged the rails outside that city? Injunction on Kopan, huh? I've got a lawyer handy I can use to deal with that. I have quantum physics now. Okay. Okay. In this game, if I recall correctly, the conservation tech alone, even just having it as something you know, cuts all pollution you generate in half. It's the only tech in the game that has some kind of a special benefit just for knowing it. And with all of my airports having been finished, I think it's about time I grabbed conservation. I'm going to need it one way or another. I think that's just going to have to happen. The agency has been completed by the Nigerians. That's okay. It basically counts as having a spy in each of your cities to help defend against enemy spies. Not a big deal. I will refrain from piracy. Sheesh. You violated the Stop Trespassing agreement, though. Why the hell did I agree to refrain from piracy? I don't even know. Alright, so airports are finishing. Okay. Am I going to see the old or the new pollution numbers if I look here? Those look like the new numbers to me. The airport added on. Yeah, if I visit, say, Kyoto, which is probably one of the worst cities. Yeah, 135 total city pollution. Toxic. 27 base alone from the size of the city and the amount of production it's generating. And then buildings are just stacking penalties on top of that. Factory, airport, oil refinery in particular is really nasty. Eventually, I may end up having to sell off my oil refineries just because they're just too polluting. But although a nuclear plant will add more production and increase the base a little bit, its own natural reduction effect will be greater than that. It should be giving me minus 13 or minus 14 in this city, and make things a little easier, little friendlier in the skies. And then once I have conservation researched, hopefully things will become more reasonable. We will see. And of course, I can build an actual recycling plant, and then that will essentially negate the penalty of the oil refinery. Good stuff. It's looking like I might be able to get away with a corporate republic. It seems like the pollution won't be too bad, and I do kind of want to double-check the numbers on them. I'll take a look at that. Yes, I demand you stop spying! Courtier is apparently on travel right now. He did say on Twitter that he will try to stop on by, but that he'd probably be very late if he manages to make it at all. Goodbye. Alright, and you can stay there. Where is my corporate branch? Okay. Oh, we're kind of walled in here. Let's see if we can sneak around. Oh, out of movement points. Gotta wait a turn. I wonder if he's got any more lawyers kicking around. I might be able to keep a corporate branch active for a little bit longer again. We'll see. Guess we'll see. More tanks. That city clock is going to get rebuilt. Okay, that all looks good. All those public works. I think it's time for me to really start getting the little bits and pieces improved. Saw some, wish they had some better production option. Let's have those forests. Oh yeah, I did want to... Oh yeah, I have a sonar buoy available now as an option. See enemy submarines, but that kind of doesn't concern me at the moment. Not yet, anyhow. Airstrips. You know what? I want to hold on to my public works for now. Let's move on to the next turn.
Building complete.
Just walked right on by. What is he, broke? This is so weird. Well, let's see. Yes.
Let's go overseas.
Every time I succeed, it's costing me 250 gold, and it will cost him 500 to get rid of it. And in the interim, I'm stealing production. So this is an economic war between the two of us right now. That's what's going on here. Not a military war, an economic one. Trying to keep each other from getting out of hand. So, let me see. How bad is it to turn a desert hill into a non-desert hill? Apparently very bad, because I don't have the public works to do that. It's easier to make a swamp into a verdant hill than it is to make a desert hill into a non-desert hill, apparently. Curious. Very curious. Here, Satsuma. Have a hill instead of a forest tile. Let's get some proper production going here. And I may do the same for the jungle tile here. I may. Let's see. We're still at war with the Nigerians, right? Yes, we are. Orange and green are the two we are at war with. Hold on. Okay, that worked. One at a time, please. Nope. Needed both after all. I can't believe he pillaged the rails in front of my city like that. He separated it. Well, at least it... Oh, hold on. I guess I'll have to do that next turn. I can now turn that tile into a grassland first, and then build rails there. That'll work. It'll at least give me the opportunity to rework that. Edo has grown. They should be using that mine now. No? I'll tell you to. Because you have to build things. I want you to get up to par. You're growing fast enough. I need you to get the things you're building finished. Alright, we've got more tanks starting to come out. How is this drugstore coming along? Still expensive, okay. But I figured I would look. Ooh, I've just got pollution warnings. But I also just got conservation researched, so I should be able to solve them. So there's Ecotopia! It'll take a little while to research, but that is in fact an option now. I could go to that government. But I think for now I'm going to keep working on jet propulsion. Keep going up that angle. What might this be? The Incans want a peace treaty! Alright, sure, I accept. I have just one opponent now. This is good. Okay, temple... Ooh, really? Addis Ababa and Osaka had large numbers. But I think that now we should be in much better shape. Okay, Korea, you need to stop trespassing because you are now interfering with my rails network. Demand that you stop trespassing. Okay. Maybe I should, Eat? What? Look at all the techs I have that they don't. They don't even have frickin' astronomy. What? What is wrong with you people? Jeez. You know what would be entertaining is to give them some sort of like a dead-end technology. Saddle them with units that they don't have the production to build. I'm not gonna bother. Not going to bother. See. Ooh! Yikes! I did not get sufficient advance warning there. This is already a dead tile. It provides absolutely nothing. It has to be terraformed to fix it. Make it into something else. I get 0 resources from there. The tech you require in order to terraform away a dead tile is conservation. Nice. That's the one I just got. I think that the reduction effect isn't going to be displayed until next turn. Let me check in my, Yeah, here you can see the numbers here have changed. they have been cut exactly in half. 27 down to 13, 54 down to 27. That little rounding error before. So, yeah, just getting that tech alone has made my pollution significantly easier to handle. Alexandria? Oh. Alright, let's head towards Cairo. They stop movement. Oh. Okay, tanks coming in. Well, I'm only at war with one right now. Nigerians. Guess I'll have my opportunity to get Edmonton back. So, let's work towards that end. Let's get this converted. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that too. Unfortunately, we've got this guy blocking the road. Gonna have to take sort of an awkward back road in. That will be my rally point, so to speak. I should actually build rails. Say, like, here. Okay, lock them together. 88 happiness. You're having a good day. It's because you're still small, and you have a lot of happiness buildings. Okay. Well, we've got science buildings, production buildings. Not sure what I really want out of Machu Picchu. Can't go wrong with money. Load the... Load the money buildings queue, the gold queue there. Cusco, have an entertainer while you're waiting for the cathedral to finish. Copan. Yeah, I gave you a merchant because you kind of don't have good tiles to work. But I think I can fix that now. Okay. The Egyptians left, so... Still working on a drugstore. Alright, that's all looking set to me. Onward. Uh-oh. Ah! Finally got rid of that guy. Production has been brought to a crashing halt in Copan by foreign legal action. Our trade units have been liquidated by a foreign lawsuit. Okay. Oh, yeah, look at that. No, you go away. Burn that to the ground. You go away. That one corporate branch unit lasted me a very long time. It did some very, very fine work. Very fine work. You, I guess, can go back to sleep now. As can you. Jet propulsion coming in a turn. My more pollutive cities, I can have build recycling centers now, especially any place where I've got an oil refinery. Oh, and I do still have the nuclear plants available too. Okay, here's what we do. Kyoto, after you finish that tank, let's see, the nuclear plant, then the recycling plant, and then go back to tanks. For Osaka, same thing.
Construction started.
Yeah, I think I'm going to end up taking the corporate republic approach. I think I can get away with it here. Satsuma, after the airport. can slow down the tanks a little, but I don't want to put it off too much. Ah, Courtier! Good to see you here. Glad you could actually make it. Yeah, I've still got half an hour, 45 minutes, somewhere around in there to go. There's still a bit more to be seen. But yes, quite a few things have occurred. I was at war with 5 players at one point, but I'm down to just the 1 now. Just the Nigerians at the moment. And then the tanks, I guess. Addis Ababa, same deal, oops. Nuclear plant, recycling plant. Back to tanks. And everybody else is still further down on the scale for me to worry about that. Machu Picchu! Okay, yeah, 87 made me immediately check this, but yeah, it's just that they're a little overloaded on happiness buildings and they're too small. Yeah, it's not because they have an overloaded entertainer that they're on 87 happiness. Okay, I still can't rush by that drugstore and I still very much want to. That's alright, I guess. Okay. Let me build rails out to here. And can I possibly cut this forest, this jungle down now? I can. Great. I shall do so. Make accessing Pucara a little easier. Make it more useful when I get there. Looks good to me. Of course, I would like to get a mine here as well for Edo, but I'm a little... not exactly there. Ugh. Denver. I don't think I've ever been to Denver. There's a lot of places I've never been. I've not done a lot of travel in my life at all. Okay. Onward.
Building complete.
There's a sudden tall stack of icons over there. Oh, you think so, do you? Okay, spaceflight. Here's the one that's the real linchpin to what I've been wanting to do. Let's get that. Oh, nice. They failed. The Koreans demand I refrain from piracy. I accept. I am fine with this. Okay. Some tanks are finishing up, and they're going to move on to other buildings. The fighter that I never built is now obsolete. That's fine by me. Okay. Another tank. Join that group. I believe I've got several more. Let's lock them together. Okay. I can only sue one of the two. Get rid of the lawyer, actually. And I think I've got a second lawyer kicking around. All that extra distance just to get around that one guy. Ugh. I have actually been to Iowa twice in my life. 1 week each time. And, yeah. Let me put it this way. Give me just a second. Standing up, oddly. Where is it? No, it's right here. If it were a snake, it would bite me! Oh, here it is. So I have this cute little book here, titled 101 Ways to See the Light, Near-Death Experiences Made Simple. I've said this many a time, I'm showing you to prove it. Number 4 in this book is spend a week in Iowa. Having done that twice in my life, I can verify that is 100% accurate. That is an excellent way to have a near-death experience. In case you're curious, the first time I was pretty much a kid. I was visiting my stepfather's family, which is out there, and the second time was decidedly more recently, but still a few years ago at this point, for the inaugural Big Bang event in Ottumwa, Iowa. The creation of the video game Hall of Fame, among some other things. I was actually there, working, oddly enough, for Twin Galaxies. They did in fact pay me for that, although I never did get my expenses reimbursed, including my airfare. Of course, Twin Galaxies has been under management, like, different management, I think, like, 2 or 3 times. They've been bought out quite a bit since then, so yeah. I don't think I'll ever get that money back. You can wait. Where is that other lawyer? Unfortunately, it's in the city that got disconnected from the rest. They can get there in one turn, but then they're done. It'll be too late at that point. I'll just leave you here. Anime Expo! Ah, I see. I was wondering... I knew you were on travel. I didn't know what you were going for. Anime Expo. Okay. Ooh, Kyoto has grown to the point where they need another entertainer. One less scientist, though? We don't need to be working that tile. Okay. Still working just the good tiles here. The rest should be scientists. Galileo's telescope still active, still worth quite a bit. Want to make the most of that still. Okay. I do want to keep them in celebration status. Ah, wow. This looks good to me. So no further tanks are being produced at this time? Okay, yeah, none of them are on the top of a queue? Okay, good. I'm thinking 6 tanks is probably enough. Let's try. Yeah. Easily. Easily. Okay, Edmonton is back in blue hands. Look at all those nets. Man, that's great stuff. Okay. What do they have? Like a... Let me see... No? Oh, that one's yours. Excellent. Great. Okay. Edmonton. Very, very solid. Hopefully they still have a lot of the good stuff I gave them before. They do get moved to the end of my city name list here, though. As a matter of fact... There we go, now they can celebrate. Well worth it. I'll just keep looking at it this way. They no longer have a hospital, and they're definitely big enough to warrant it. Oh, the drugstore is getting built first. There's no doubt about that.
Construction started.
Beyond that, though... Not even sure. Looks like I would want to get their production up. Let's do it this way. I can just load a production queue here. Although... Let me put the drugstore at the top of the list. Do that little bit of editing there. Okay. This is looking good again. Alright. The rest of the Nigerian cities are way back there. Beyond the Canadians. And this one Ethiopian city happens to be sort of in the way, as it were. It is so irritating to reach, and yet they keep sending swarms of units my way. It's kind of obnoxious, really. Not sure how I want to handle that. Well, let me try this. Maybe they're willing to accept peace. Alright, take care, Jezendar. I will catch you next time. You accept that. For the first time in a very, very long while, I am not at war with anybody. Wow. Okay, good time to start building up some... they are so far behind. Time to start building some diplomatic ties, I think. I want a diplomat. I want embassies. Surely somebody can squeeze one of those out pretty quickly. Let me have Satsuma stick that in the front, actually. Alright then. Yeah, I can now scroll my city list. I don't think that would end too well for you, Jezendar. Okay, lawyer. No? Oh, it's still that same turn? Oops. New turn.
Complete.
Yeah, I demand that you stop spying. Okay. What the... Oh, wait, that's his guy. Right, of course. I'll wait until he moves his own. Ooh! Tried Copon and failed. That'll save me some money. Alright, looks like you're just gonna wait for now, though. And you too. Okay. Looking normal. That's gonna take a little while. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take the Corporate Republic approach this game, I'm afraid. Going to be the one I need. Oh, Nigerian lawyer.
Cease and desist.
Okay. Yes. The good stuff is starting to appear. Spaceflight was the bottleneck for each of these three. As you can see, everything is a bit more expensive now. Corporate Republic. I will finally be out of a theocracy. Finally. This will be good stuff right here. Corporate Republic time. Election has been brought to a crushing halt by foreign legal action. Spaceflight has rendered the cleric and the abolitionist obsolete. That's so weird. Okay, let us get an embassy established here.
I will try.
Okay, so how bad is it? Nice. We were behind them before. They have no text that we don't. And I would actually... In case you were wondering whether there's AI collusion in this game or not, just take a look at this. You see how much they all love each other? Compared to me. In fact, there are two alliances active right now. The Ethiopians are allied with both the Egyptians and the Nigerians. Ugh. Declare war on one, you declare war on the other. For all intents and purposes. Alright, let me check the science tab to see exactly how things are. They never bothered with theocracy. Yeah, Brown is missing so much. Cavalry tactics. They don't even have physics! Wow. Okay. Oil refining, explosives. They do have fascism, but they don't seem to have employed it yet. Pharmaceuticals, aerodynamics. Okay. No tank warfare. No mass media. Definitely don't need Hollywood yet. Yeah, this is looking pretty good right about now. Technologically, I've really begun to run away with this. That is as it should be. That is the plan. Goodbye. Okay. Well, don't have anything else to do with the diplomat at this end of the map, so off to this end of the map. You can go back to sleep. You did your job. Ado needs another entertainer. Needs that drugstore finished. I could actually buy it now. Is that the way I want to spend this money? Actually, yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Most certainly is. I don't know why I'm even asking, but I'm going to tell you that I'm going to tell you to stop trespassing. Okay. If you violate that, we may come to blows. I'm sort of anticipating that, and you're kind of in my way anyhow. Nigerians have been a bit of a nuisance. Ugh. They're so irritating. Really, really starting to rub me the wrong way. Oh, that's not good. There's the embassy. I knew that was coming. The Nigerians have gone to war with the Canadians. Great. Excellent. Happy to see that. Very happy to see that. Go bug the crap out of each other. Alright. Let's get rid of that corporate branch. And then we'll just have to wait in Satsuma turn and get rid of the franchise. Okay. Closer there. Ado City Clock. Don't need either of those anymore. And get you working better. Go for the extra production here, I think. Go into your queue. Any happiness buildings you don't have? Still no cathedral, huh? Let's go ahead and build the city clock first, but then put that in. Seem to be going back and forth there, but I'm alright with this. Edmonton is about to need another entertainer. They're about to grow. I'd rather not shut the celebration off for even a turn. Upon working on the drugstore, what's after that? Colosseum, then Cathedral? Works for me. Alright, looking good here.
Building complete.
What was that? Oh, probably the Nigerians and Canadians at each other's throats. Where do you think you're going? Hey, Canadians. Demand that you refrain from piracy. You accept. I will continue negotiations. I will offer you... Actually, not yet. I want you to stop trespassing, too. Okay. One more thing for you. Here, have my map. Now go kick their butts. Koreans no longer at war with the Ethiopians. There's one I don't think I was aware was going on. Machu Picchu has built a bank. Working on a city clock now. Oh, you're blocking the road. That's alright. Here we go.
I will try.
More embassies. I can see how the others are doing compared to me. They are still in a tyranny. What the devil? The Egyptians are actually in a democracy at the moment. Okay. Some of these civs are just very far behind. Very far behind. Ethiopians have theocracy. The other players don't. They don't even have Age of Reason. No railroad. Oh, they have fascism though. And they have global defense. Well, that was curious. All right, sue the franchise. Get it out of there. For some reason you're still active. I'll tell you to sleep. Okay, maybe we can get up here now? Alright, that's gonna take a turn apparently. Satsuma stopped celebrating. No! Celebrate! Be happy! This is supposed to be a happy occasion!
Building.
Uh-oh. What? Ethiopians have violated our stop trespassing agreement, and so have the Koreans. What are they doing? Apart from, you know, baiting me.
I will try.
Okay. Incan embassy established. That lawyer can go away. And then sleep again. Mine can, that is. I guess I would prefer to send you to Canada, actually. I like not this news. Bring me some other news. Yeah, I've noticed I'm getting a lot less public works now, and I am guessing that is because these have been getting sued. Yeah, I don't have any with the Egyptians anymore. And I've also been building more units, so that's less unit support being subsumed by it. I still have 2 with the Incans, 3 with the Ethiopians, 1 with the Canadians, which they haven't gotten around to getting rid of for some reason. And apparently both Korean cities have still been saddled with my franchises for some time now. What they get for being so far behind. Osaka, how do you have so much happiness? Ooh. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? I would rather have scientists than entertainers. I need 1 entertainer. There we go. 85s and 86s. Those are what I want to see. Osaka just finished its nuclear plant. Okay. And so, further reduction of their pollution. And the recycling plant, when they finish it, is going to negate that bonus. So it'll be really good. Mind you, once I switch to Corporate Republic, all of these numbers are going to double again, so the effect that researching conservation alone had, that is going to be negated for all intents and purposes. Pollution will be a thing again. But I have another way of handling that that's going to be available to me soon as well, so it won't be too bad. Will not be too bad at all. Okay. Next turn, please. Oh, Edison's Lab. Clutch. That just saved me several turns. Advanced Composites is going to take a while. Unless it triggers again, because I'm switching governments now. Okay. Digital encryption is way out there, though Global eBank Wonder is really not that useful. Advanced Composites is the way I want to go. So let's see. Opon has a lawyer problem. Before I forget, let me deal with that. Uh-oh. You said there were 2 units there. Why don't I see one now? Movement got blocked. Ooh. Okay. That spy can go home. That spy can go home. Good. Canadians no. Aw, darn. That's a shame. Another nuclear plant. You have discovered Corporate Republic. Would you like to enact a new government now? Yes. Yes, I would. Yep, Edison's Lab gave it to me. Alright, let's see if we can get you adjacent to a Canadian city. You can sleep again. Alright. 396 turns to Advanced Composites under my current research rating. These all just defaulted again. We are now in a state of anarchy. People are happy about it, though. Have a scientist. Or a little... You know what? The scientists don't even matter while this is active, like, in the slightest. Let's just get everybody working on the land outside of Kyoto right now. There's exactly one tile they're not working, and next turn they'll be able to use it. Let's make sure that Osaka opens it up to them. Hold on. What am I doing? Let's just refresh this window. Kyoto does need 1 entertainer. There we go. Osaka does not. Can't put them on the land. I guess a laborer is what I would want, then. Have that going. 1 less entertainer for Satsuma, 1 less entertainer for Vancouver, and no scientists, please. Not during a revolution. Don't need you right now. And once you finish that drugstore, you're gonna be golden too. Edmonton does not... Oops. 1 fewer. There we go. Alright, of course we lose all sorts of fun little bonuses and whatnot while we're waiting, but... That's what happens when you want to switch governments. It will take 1,052 turns at the current tech rate to get Advanced Composites. But this does not concern me. Let me actually up the workday and the wages. Yeah, science rating 0. All my money would be going straight into here, and I don't really need it. Let's get the wages up even higher so that I can lower the rations. May as well get the most out of this while we have it. Why did so many of you change to 87? Oh, but you don't have any entertainers. Okay, so I can't lower it. Alright, good. Good, good, good.
Building complete.
Ooh, battleship. Battleship. Oh. Ah. Okay.
I will try.
There we go. Can I possibly get you here? Maybe.
All hail my leader.
It'll take a while. It'll definitely take a while. That spy back already? Really? Yep. Go home. Getting obnoxious to have to do every turn. Nigerians, they're the only ones I don't have the only ones I don't have an embassy with. I swear I know how to pronounce words. In fact, the Canadians are actually behind the Egyptians. Well, they also have global defense. They've probably been trading it around with each other. Alright. Yep, entertainer got added here. This thing I could have here, I do believe, would be a laborer. We're actually full up. Kyoto and Vancouver are size 20. They can use every tile in their radius. I would rather allow Kyoto. Here we are. Actually use what it has. There's one tile that they're not using. Actually, Vancouver is. But that's okay because I needed one entertainer in Kyoto anyhow. Wow. Public works are going to become important soon. Very soon. Vancouver. Yep. Can't add that entertainer, so... let's swap them over to laborer instead. Get things built faster. Got plenty more to build.
Building complete.
Really? Ooh, look at that, a riot! Oh, man. Okay, recycling plants, and I'm building tanks again, which I'm probably going to be needing. Get rid of that lawyer in there. I'm going to send that diplomat home. Yeah, you're still... whoops. You fortify. I thought you were on your way to the... yeah. Keep working on that. Probably got sent home at some point. Okay, I have very few public works sitting around here, but there's definitely something I really need to do with them. And that's this. Get that rebuilt. And you know what? Here you go. I will go ahead and upgrade that for you. Temporary inconvenience, but better for us both in the long run. Am I building any more, like, rails or something? Probably not now. Okay. Osaka again. Too many entertainers. Have a laborer instead. Satsuma, same thing, right? Yep. Have a laborer instead. You're building things important. I want them built faster.
Building complete.
There we go. Oi! Oh. Okay. So, I guess things have gotten interesting again. The Egyptians have just declared war on me. They bombarded Satsuma with a battleship. Well, I guess I know what I'm going to be doing in the very near future. Okay. Yep. I will refrain from piracy, Canadians. There's only one player I'm at war with now, and it's going to get ugly. Very ugly. Your civilization has emerged from anarchy. A new government has been enacted. Okay, so here are the slider defaults for a corporate republic. Moderate workday, high wages, and high rations. On my lenience scale, that works out to -2. Coming off of a theocracy, which was +1, that's a shift of 3. But, we have ourselves some goodies here. Now, the production multiplier is supposed to be, excuse me as I do some math here, 1.5. What it is supposed to be. Government bonus. Looks like it's less than that, doesn't it? $7,713 divided by 257. That's a third. I'm getting an extra third production. That is definitely not what I would be seeing here. Figures. Gold bonus! Yeah, that is a lot higher. Yep, these numbers are bunk. That's kind of what I figured. Okay. So the actual production multiplier is not the 1.5 I see here. It is 1 1/3. 1.3 repeating. There we go. But the gold multiplier is not 1.35, it is 2. It is 2. I knew it was larger. I knew this was wrong. Double the gold. Straight up doubled. You can see with all the gold that I'm getting, even at my wages being as high as they are and my science only being a 60%, that's still a lot I get to dedicate to research. Quite a lot. One downside, though, as I mentioned, those haven't recovered yet, as it were. Those change essentially with a one-turn lag. If I go back into Kyoto, the city I'd been doing this with, the numbers have doubled again. They are right back up to where they were. Of course, the presence of the recycling plant means that overall things are not so bad. Things are not so bad at all. Definitely covered. Oh, Gah! Grr! Okay. Sheesh. Okay. Right. So, good production numbers. Not great, but better than what I had. Of course, the pollution is a lot worse. The knowledge multiplier is supposed to be 2. That would take a little bit longer to try to figure out. It's a little... Ineliter! Thank you so much for that follow. Greatly appreciate it. Means a lot to me. I hope you enjoy your stay here. So... This number here, it is a little weird. The numbers that you see here are taking the government multiplier into account already. So you would just add those together. The number that you see here, you would have to apply that multiplier to. You know what? I actually can confirm this pretty quickly. Let me do that. We've got... Let's see. Let me close this first. Yes. Elite calculator skills. I apologize for this, but this is worthwhile research here. I'm adding together the research numbers showing for each of my cities at this moment in time. Plus 114, 24, 28, and 20 at the bottom there. Okay. Memory store. That number does not need to be multiplied. It's already functioning there. 2,825 gold a turn right now is being applied to science. And if the knowledge multiplier is right, that should be doubled. If I add in memory recall, 6,476. That number is high. Okay. I have an idea. Subtract out memory recall. Divide by 2. Instead, multiply by 1.75. What? What are you doing to me here? Yeah. You know what? I'll figure it out later. I'll just do it after the stream ends. Which is going to be relatively soon anyway. Centipede! Hey, Zmick! Once again joining me just as my stream is about to end. Also, hi. Centipede is definitely one of those games. Definitely one of those games. Okay, happiness totals have gone down significantly. Barely staying afloat. Main reason, I'm sure? The pollution effect. Yeah, quite a bit is chunked away there. As a matter of fact, Kyoto at this point is just barely staying away from riot status. It's at like the default amount. Ending your stream. I have a schedule. I can't stay up all night. Okay, Osaka, let's see. You are lacking food of all things right now. Why is that? Probably because you are, yeah, occupying some of that. Let me move that over. Okay. That and the default rations amount is very high. What? Are you kidding? That wasn't enough? They are still eating 5 more food than they are growing. You know what? I will fix that in post, so to speak. I will fix that with Public Works. Yeah, I'm on the East Coast. It's quarter to 2 a.m. here, so yeah, that's kind of like a thing. Alright, looks like Kyoto is not going to be able to celebrate much longer. Let me get their scientists count back up, though. That's all the good tiles, right? Nope, we still got some non-forest river there. Okay, there we go. That... Oh, now we're getting somewhere. That's a lot of science. That is a lot of science right there. Okay, Osaka. For the time being, go ahead and work that. You are now breaking even. Breaking even for food. Very well. Nuclear plants coming along. That's one less entertainer. Okay. I think... Yeah, you know what? Let's leave it on laborers. There. I think for Vancouver. Yes, the celebrations are apparently over at the moment. Instead, people are being just happy enough. I'm sort of alright with this. Cusco can celebrate for the time being, though. I'm okay with that. Alright. Definitely trading some things. But we've got quite a bit more working in our favor here. Lots more production in gold, research. Yeah, that's a big number there. So we are back on track. 7,000, just over 7,000 research points a turn being generated. Very good stuff here. Do I have anything else to do this turn? Yes, I do. Why? And Satsuma can work that tile now. Okay, we have ourselves a hyper-modern government, a genetic age government, to use the game's term. Things should be a lot better for a while. The pollution will be an unpleasantry, but there are ways around that. And, oh, the gold! All the gold! Yes, better gold production than any other type of government, I do believe. Although I'm not too sure about the technocracy, I do know it's better than a virtual democracy, which is 1.75. This is straight up double the gold! Before I was getting a 25% boost on my gold from my government. I'm now getting a 100% boost. Lots more. Alright. You're worse with the trackball than with the analog stick? Oh my word. Wow. Oh. I suppose if you've had enough experience with one, then that makes a certain amount of sense, but yeah, I will never be as good with an analog stick as I am a trackball. I know that. I know that all too well. All too well. Oh yeah, there's that too, isn't there? Let's get this lawyer out here. Oh, look, the responsible party. I'm out of movement points. Well, crap. We have a peace treaty active too? Damn, I don't want to violate that. Ugh. You're getting so much off of me, too. The 5200 controller, wow. Alright, looks like you're just gonna have to sit and wait. Approximately a week. Earn 389. Definitely getting along in years. Might only be 1 or 2 more sessions to this game. Let's see. Orders of business. Get things stabilized locally. And then make the Egyptians regret ever messing with me. I will probably be relentless this time. I will probably not accept peace with them. I will probably simply try to put them under. I want them gone at this point, off the map. They are my most serious threat. As such, that is where my efforts will be applied. They want to declare war on me? Fine. They can go right ahead and start a war, but I intend to end it. And then, well, actually, probably more like during that. Man. I have got to. I so want to do that. That is going to be a thing of beauty right there. I'm going to have more production in that one city than I have perhaps ever had in a single city ever in any game of this I have ever played. 2 volcanoes and 6 rift tiles, all within 1 city radius. Yeah, I am going to be investing very heavily in sea colonies, I think. That's going to be a thing. That's going to be fun. Totally going to do that. Alright. So, that looks like that is going to be it for this session, I'm afraid. It is definitely time for me to call it, I'm afraid. It is about that time. As much as I would love to host somebody else right now, I won't be able to hang out with you guys online any further tonight. Yet another bad one for me. So I will simply be bidding you adieu. You'll have to fend for yourselves. So take care, enjoy yourselves, never forget to play, and hopefully I will see you next time.